little bit drier. Lynn.
That's all that they need to know. Thanks, Wes. 12:36 right now. Well, ghost stories aren't just for Halloween. Some Lower Mainland ghost experts share their favorite ghost stories with us. Up next.
Skincare breakthrough from Vichy. New Lift Active Serum 10. From the first drop, your skin looks smooth, as if transformed. So powerful, in just 1 month, wrinkles appear reduced, and your skin looks lifted. Lift Active Serum 10 from Vichy, even for sensitive skin.
This is the car that loves to have fun, mile after mile, to and from. Now there are 4 for...
Hey, putting in a hot tub?
What's it look like, buddy?
Looks like you called BC1 Call. Got your plans and now you're hand-digging to locate those dangerous pipes before firing up your backhoe.
Yeah, that's right. BC1 Call. What is it they say?
Wow! Pretty sure it's call before you dig.
Before you dig, call BC1 Call at 1-800-474-6886.
Let's go. We got work to do.
NCIS, new episode, Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on Global.
Welcome back to special guest with me from the Vancouver Paranormal Society, Scott Williamson, and Society President Peter Wren. Gentlemen, thank you both very much for coming in today. And Peter, maybe we'll start with you, and you can tell me a little bit about the Paranormal Society.
Okay, VPS, or Vancouver Paranormal Society, we got established, I think, in around about 1993, but we recently became known as a society in about 4 or 5 years ago. Been predominantly now, I believe we're the longest running paranormal research group along the Lower Mainland.
Wow, so 20 years basically you guys have been researching paranormal activity around the Lower Mainland?
Yep. Not me personally. I've only been president now for coming up to 4 years.
Scott, maybe you can tell us where some of the areas are that you get the most calls from, and what kinds of calls do you investigate?
Well, we investigate residential and public buildings. Most of them are from Metro Vancouver, but we have gone up to the interior and such. Some places you'd probably be pretty shocked as to where we go, but yeah, mostly Metro Vancouver, I'd say.
So I know you sent us some photos that you've taken during your investigation. So maybe we can start off by looking at those, and you can tell me a little bit about what we're seeing here.
Okay, this particular picture was taken in Como, in just outside of Princeton, Princeton, BC. This was taken at the beginning of the night when we set up our investigation in the bar. Basically, the situation at the time was it was a controlled environment. All the other team members were over the other side of the bar, sitting in the corner, and it was just me, as you can see on the far right-hand side, sitting at the bar. I took a series of shots with a remote control camera, and this is one of the images we picked up.
And there had been a complaint about ghosts or some sort of activity in the bar?
In that particular hotel or that particular town, there's been a lot of reports for paranormal activity, yes.
And so when you take a picture like that and come up with pictorial evidence, say, then what do you do next?
Basically, we disclose it as an item of interest to us, not necessarily. Can't normally disclose it as an item of being paranormal because we're not. We can't really make that call. But it's something unusual. It's an interesting find on our respect. We then present it to the client and say, you know, this is what we found, and it would be down for them to see, you know, whether they decide that they want to deem it as paranormal or not.
Scott, what is the oddest call you guys have had? Spookiest?
Spookiest would definitely be the Cowan Theatre in Deer Lake Park. We've caught some pretty significant stuff there. Stuff that just made me go, wow.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Like what?
Voices that shouldn't have been there, and they were telling us to get out. Pictures of something sitting in the seats. We don't know exactly what it is, but it definitely wasn't one of us, so.
Now, we have an audio clip. Is that from the Cowan Theatre?
I'm not sure. I think this one might be from a private investigation, but...
All right, maybe we can play it, and you can tell me a little bit about it.
For sure.
please come forward.
And that actually wasn't from the theater, but it was from another significant landmark area in BC, and it didn't want us there.
Really?
So,
That voice saying get out at the end, that wasn't any of you guys?
no, we only had another female there with us. It definitely wasn't my voice, as you can tell, and it wasn't his, and it wasn't hers, so we don't know who said it or where it came from.
And can you tell me where that was?
I can't, unfortunately. It's a confidentiality agreement.
Oh, so when you sign on to do these investigations, then part of it is that you can't disclose?
Yeah, some people don't mind. Some people like the publicity. Others need to keep it hush-hush because they don't want a big rush of freak shows coming out or whatever, so...
Right. Now, what can you do after, you know, you hear something like that or you get these pictures? Do you do anything to help them get rid of these ghosts, or what is it that you do at the end?
We can't clear ghosts or anything like that. We can't guarantee that to any of our clients or witnesses or anything like that. There are other resources they can go to, other people that do claim that they can do it. All we do primarily as investigators is either validate their reports or find a logical explanation why things are happening.
Right, right. Okay. If you were going to send people to the spookiest public place in the Lower Mainland coming up to Halloween here, what would it be?
Probably... probably the only place we can disclose that we would say primarily is the Cone Theatre, but equally the same, there is another place that both our team and another team investigated, I believe it was about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, the Orpheum Theatre in Vancouver
really?
as well.
Wow, so it seems to be a theatre thing.
Yeah, it's energies there, correct?
Right.
There's a lot of energies there.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in. And if anyone is interested in learning more about what their investigations entail, you can go to VancouverParanormalSociety.net. I understand you've been super busy this year.
Yes, yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, well, good luck. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank
I
you
know
for
it's a
having
busy
us.
time of year. All right, Jay's coming up with sports in a couple of minutes. The Whitecaps are wrapping up the regular season. We're back in a minute.